What's up? Semen retention. Men will fail and become depressed when they chase pleasure. When you just chasing good emotions, when you just chasing the feel good, and this is gonna be very kind of similar but kind of different from the last video I just posted. But or the last video I just recorded or whatever. Um, but pleasure and purpose are two different things. Purpose, you can love that and do that because you know that's gonna make you who you want to be in life. Pleasure is just gonna you do it because you like it and it feel good, but it's actually gonna make you not who you want to be in life. It's gonna bring you away from who you want to be in life. And it's a lot of guys I see, man, where all they care about is going out having fun, going out sleeping with girls or as many girls as they can. They'll masturbate, they'll watch porn, they don't care about any of that. And these will be the guys where you'll be thinking it'll be like they ain't got nothing going on with their life. They just want to have fun all day. And I can tell you firsthand experience, these guys are fun to hang around. Like they fun people to hang around. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a better human being and getting better as a man, they're not that's not the area they're gonna specialize in. The area they're gonna specialize in is the area of just let's just go out and let's just party hard and let's just have the most fun we can and get the most pleasure we can and feel the best we can feel. The guy that want to be somebody in life, he like, I want to get to this place in life regardless if it feel bad or if I have to work extra harder and I don't want to. That's the difference. We have to choose purpose over pleasure. The pleasure, that's what's gonna cause us to never get anything done in life. We're gonna be at the same place we was when we was a kid. Like we're never gonna grow up and develop or get any achievements in life because we never care to work hard at anything. We never care to do anything about our situation. We never care to help ourselves. We just cared about feeling good. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying, the addict. You just chasing high, you just trying to feel good all day. And it keep making you lower and lower and bring you to a lower place in life every time, you know. And that's very comparable to like somebody that's on drugs or something. And you see drug addicts, they get worse and worse and worse. And those people who really had got out of, they got, free from all these drugs and stuff, they really had to dig deep to who they wanted to be in life. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you get stuck in pleasure, it's going to force you to realize who you want to be, you know? And sometimes, some people gonna keep doing the drugs. Some people gonna keep going out partying. Some people not gonna, do what they supposed to get better. Not for somebody else's sake. Not for somebody to say, "Oh, they doing right now." No, you got to do it for you at the end of the day, man. And I believe we live in a generation where being degenerate and just trying to look cool, that's what's gonna make people do stuff differently and all that. That's what's gonna cause people to change because they want to look cool and you know what I'm saying? They just care about having fun all day. You know what I mean? Because that's what's gonna be promoted in the music. That's what's gonna be promoted with the younger generation. Like, following God and stuff, that's gonna be seen as boring or all this type of stuff when in reality one is actually going to get you better, but it's not going to just cater to your emotions, while the other going to cater to your emotions, but it's not going to contribute to you getting any better, you know. And it's actually in the long term, going to have consequences. It's going to make you a sadder person. And then this right here is going to have, it's delayed gratification. So later on, you can feel better about yourself. While as pleasure, you might feel good in the short term, face to face when you first look at it, you're gonna have that instant gratification, but later on you can feel sad as a person. But that thing that seemed boring and it don't seem like it's fun, later on in life, that's the stuff that's gonna make you happier. That's the stuff that's gonna make you feel better about yourself. That's the stuff that's gonna get you ahead in life. You're gonna make more money. You're gonna be more proud of yourself. You're gonna be more fulfilled as a person. You're gonna be able to put yourself in the right position, right? And I think your sexual energy is what's gonna aid to you loving your purpose. It's gonna aid to you loving your purpose, and it's gonna aid to you just straight up disliking something that's not gonna help you, regardless if it feel good or it feel bad. You're not gonna do something that's not gonna help you. You're not gonna do nothing if it's not purpose driven, regardless if it make you feel good or not. And that's what it's gonna make you realize, like, who I want to be in life. What am I gonna do with my life? You know what I mean? And purpose is gonna, and being on senior team is gonna allow you to weave out the stuff that's not helping you at all, and to bring in the stuff that may not feel good in the beginning, or it may not feel good by just the first glance at it, but long term, this is what's gonna make me better. This is what's gonna make me get to the place I want to be in life, and it's so much stuff that I regret because I was only focused on the upfront pleasure from it. I was like, this is gonna make me feel good right now. You know what I mean? And my lack of hard work and stuff, man, I really regret it because I could have been in a place. I could have been so much ahead in life if I really would have just not focused on what felt good in the moment all the time. I focused on more of, my future and doing the right things that's gonna set me up and make me happier in the long run, bro. While just focusing on what's in front of me and what's in the short term. Don't focus what's gonna make you happy in the short term, because that's what's gonna make you sad in the long term. Focus on the stuff that doesn't feel good in the beginning, but it's gonna make you feel good in the end. You know, and so that's just it's a big thing, bro. And a lot of guys will get depressed in life, and they'll keep failing and failing, and they'll be 30 years old still thinking like they're 17 years old. You know, and that's gonna be a guy who's chasing pleasure all his life. That's how his life gonna look. He's gonna be an older guy that wish he would have worked hard and put his head down and not, sleeping with all the girls and not going to all the parties. He kind of just went and he worked hard when he was younger, because at the end of the day, I wish it was different, but that's how life is. You got to work hard to get where you want to get. If you want freedom, financial freedom, or you want just freedom in general in life, you got to go out and work for it and create it. That's what Seymour System gonna help you do. It's gonna help you create the life you want. You're not gonna be a replica or a copy of somebody else's. You're gonna create the life that you want, and it take dedication. It take putting your head down. It take hard work. But when you control your sexual energy, it's gonna allow you to love it. It's gonna allow you to love just bettering yourself. You know, and I think that's just the bigger picture at the end of the day. That's all I got to say. Peace out.